even after the Chelsea game, he's like, no one's happy. Everyone's silent in the locker. And I'm like, and then there's Lampard who was like, okay, we're good. We're going to keep moving forward. And I'm like, if you put that much pressure on your players to the point where they're not happy with the draw against Chelsea, then the day that freaking Burnley scores 2 goals, you're going to have a meltdown for the next 5 weeks. So he's putting way too much pressure on them. Like, it's not a big deal.
But I think the thing with if you have a team like that is, if you get, let's say they get to 18 games or 20 games and they're still there, they can be a big problem.
Yeah.
Then it can be a big problem, because now they're like, okay, hold on, what's going on? You know,
we might actually win.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you know, it's like Leicester that season.
Yeah.
You were saying.
Yeah, Nakai was trying to say something.
Oh no, sorry. I was just saying, I think now it's too early to make a definitive decision and to put all your money, all your eggs in one basket and say, yeah, Tottenham. You know, it's not a matter of if they're gonna fall. It's a matter of when they're going to fall. We're just waiting. We're just waiting for it to happen. Really.
There's some Tottenham haters here, and I don't like it.
I'm not like Tottenham hater, but like, they're the ones messing us up, you know? They're messing us up, so. Plus, like, guys, you know what happens in the Prem after Christmas. Like, Christmas, I don't know what happens over Christmas, but teams will just come back like look at United. They were playing, like, terrible. And then they went over Christmas, and, like, they came back, and they won, like, the next 10 games clean. Like, literally, we could come back from Christmas, and we could lose everything after that. Like, literally, United could come from the Christmas break and be on fire. So we don't know. I think January will tell us where things stand.
Okay, let's get back to business now. It was Liverpool versus Wolves, and I think Nigel had something to say about Liverpool. He doesn't actually like Liverpool. I don't know why.
I just think this game is going to be very interesting. I think Wolves will definitely cause a lot of problems for Liverpool, even if they don't have Raul Jimenez. I think their pace when attacking or on the counter will be very difficult for Liverpool too, especially when they don't have their favorite players, you know, and Trent and Van Dijk at the back. I think it'll be a very difficult match for Liverpool.
Nakai?
That's just what I think.
I think one thing, I don't know if it's already been said, and I think I said something along the same lines last video, is that I think Liverpool have proved that, look, we might not have our star players, you know, our golden boys, but we will still come and, you know, give you a game. Like, it's not going to be easy. I think even the game against Brighton, sure, it was a draw, but then even the one before that where they won, where they kept a clean sheet, and then also in the Champions League again where they won and they kept a clean sheet. You know, I think they're showing that we are Liverpool whether we have Trent or not. We are Liverpool whether we have Van Dijk or not. Do you know what I mean? Like, we are still, like, every player there is coming with 100%. Like, I think Liverpool have proved to us that it's like, you know, we still come strong even if we're missing key players.
Well, let's invite go.
Okay. Wait, I forgot what. Okay, I was gonna say I agree with Nakai in terms of, like, Liverpool really surprised me with, like, all those injuries and they still won, which is something that, like, you know, like she said, everything she said was right about them still bringing up a game when they have no players. But another thing that Liverpool has shown me this season is, like, they can be very inconsistent. Like, Liverpool, I don't know how, like, how did they draw against, like, Brighton? Like, Liverpool, they can literally come on and play like Arsenal, you know what I mean? Or they come on and play like how they did last season, what like, you know, the type of football that won them the league. So with Liverpool, I don't know, it's just kind of difficult to now tell how they're gonna do, like, ahead of games, because they just haven't been, like, that consistent for me. And on the Wolves side, it kind of sucks that they don't have Jimenez, which is, you know, their key striker. But, like, if you watch, like, the rest of the game, like, Pedro Neto played just like Raul. Like, he literally he stepped up, and I think he's going to step up again. Plus now Wolves is playing with like a we're playing for Raul, you know? And I've seen with like a lot of teams that once their key player gets injured, it's like the adrenaline is crazy. Like they want to do it for Raul, so they're gonna bring everything they have. Plus they have Pedro, who is just as good.
I think another thing with Liverpool now is, yes, they win games. They win games sometimes. But for me, it's how they're winning the games. You know, I don't know how long they can keep that up, but I don't think it's going to keep going for a long time. And to also talk about how they're playing at the moment, I think without Trent, without Van Dijk, without those guys, they've had to almost change the way they play. Liverpool don't press the way they used to press now.
Yeah.
They don't press with that high line, that intensity now. They almost have to drop back in a way, get the shape, and sometimes they actually have to contain some pressure. They have to go. They have periods in games where they're getting bashed, and they just have to hold on. So that's why I'm saying the Wolves game will be interesting. I don't think it's going to be easy for Liverpool. I don't think it's going to be an easy. If they do win, yeah, they'll maybe, but I don't think it's going to be that easy.
Can I be boring?
Go on.
Yeah, can I be boring, guys? I'm just asking for your permission.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is going to be as obvious a Liverpool win as you've seen in a long time. Without Raul Jimenez, this is not even a contest. This is not going to be a contest. Liverpool.
But on the break,
it's going to be typical Wolves. It's going to be typical Wolves. They come, they give a fight, they concede a goal. Somewhere like 30 minutes, they play, they keep giving a fight. 50 minutes, they concede another goal, and that's game over. 2-0 to Liverpool.
But look, I don't know how accurate my stat is. But hasn't I know Jimenez is like the star of like Wolves, but has he not scored in the past 3 Prem games?
Yeah, he hasn't.
I don't think. Yeah, so it's not like he's been banging in goals, you know. So his absence will be felt, but it's not like he's not been scoring. It's like right now, if you take Aubameyang out of Arsenal, who's their star, it's not gonna make a big difference because he was not banging. You know what I mean? So it's just gonna be a slight.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, it's not going to be that easy. It's not going to be as easy as Tinashe is making it seem.
Listen, if there's any bettors in the comment section, give us your betting tips. But I've already given you mine. Liverpool is just going to win this match. Then we move on with life. It's going to be as simple as that. I don't know if you guys want to...
I think we're going to hear Klopp complaining again at the end of the game.
I don't like Klopp right now.
Of course, he's complaining too much. I don't like him as well. God. I don't like him as well, but I just feel like he's got enough to win this match. He's got about
He knows his team is under pressure. He knows it. That's why he's complaining so much.
Yeah, he's trying to buy an advantage. He's trying to buy an advantage from the perception from fans and media and everything. He's just trying to gain some liking from people.
But sympathy.
He wants people to pity.
Sympathy.
Yeah, he needs that.
They won the league and now they think the world revolves around them.
Exactly.
Oh my God! Can you please say that louder? Can you say that louder from the way? I don't think people heard it. Just say it one more time. The arrogance of this team. The arrogance.
So
this is a team that was chilling for 30 years, and now
exactly.
Now
they want to change the rules. Oh, can we have 5 subs?
Exactly.
Boy,
right?
Exactly. Come on. It's so annoying.
Yeah. I don't like Liverpool, their managers, their fans right now. I feel like they just need to relax because it's not like this is their third, league in the last 3 years. Come on, it's been a dry 30 years, so I think they should humble themselves.
Calm down. They're just like a Leicester right now.
And the crazy thing is after they beat us 5-3 right before the prize giving ceremony, Lampard walked over to Klopp and he's like, do dude, you need to relax. You're getting a bit arrogant. Like,
I remember,
he literally
I
said that,
remember.
and he went over and he's like, calm yourself. This is the Premier League. This is not Syria, okay? Like,
Oh, is that the
It's
game
not
where
that-
they had the altercation by the sideline?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Lampard said something like, calm your teeth, you know, just chill a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're done speaking about Liverpool and Wolves, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Or you guys still want to go on and on about how Wolves might beat Liverpool, even though it's not going to happen?
I think it's gonna go 2-2. I think it's gonna be a draw 2-2.
2-1 Liverpool.
I think it's going to be a narrow.
They're getting back to their senses, Nigel. You see, they left you alone. Okay, now we're going to be visiting. Let me try to be as slow as possible. Visiting the match where David Moyes, and I repeat, David Moyes. Let me say it like 5 times. David Moyes might get a chance to beat Manchester United, the team that ill-treated him, in my opinion. Of course, maybe was never good enough, but he was ill-treated, and I want him to beat Manchester United.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. These teams are coming into the match with like a similar records. 3 wins in 5. They've lost 1. They've drawn 1. West Ham have won their last 2 home games versus United, all these stats and everything. But United are on an 8-game away winning streak in the Premier League. Predictions, ladies and gentlemen.
I think United win. Easy.
I see 1-1 draw.
I see a draw.
Yeah.
I think last night changes the weekend for Manchester United, just like it always does.
Where they
Every
lose a
time.
game, then they have to win the next game.
Yeah, you know. Because if he loses this one, then the host talk again starts. Oh, Solskjaer. Yeah, so I think they win it.
I'm so happy that I'm not a Manchester United fan. It's so stressful where you just get high this week, the next week you're so low.
Same. But you know what? The thing is, like, and like, I feel like United's wins, some of them are kind of luck, I would say. Like, look at the one against Southampton. Like, that was, like, how, you can't tell me they walked in and they won the game. Like, how on earth did they win from 2-0 down? Like, United, I feel like it's just, something just clicks on the pitch that just changes everything. It's either that thing clicks or it doesn't. And if it doesn't, they're losing. And if it does, and I feel like that little thing is Cavani. Like, if Cavani comes in, he just brings this little, you know, that ups the team, and then they end up winning. But they can't, like, keep trying to win by luck or, like, late goals or, like, penalties or, like, they need to go in and they need to win. They need to go in and kick the other team 3-0, then we can say United won. Because there's always some little, you know.
I think that thing is the manager. I think they go into a game with a certain plan, maybe, of how they want to play, you know. And then you go 1-0 down or 2-0 down against Southampton. And then it's almost as if the players on the field have to just say, guys, come on, we just need to put this together. Like, it's not even about the manager anymore. It's just like, okay, we're playing what we see, like how we feel on the field, and what we think is best. And they go ahead and they do that, and they end up pulling something out of the bag. I just think that's the case. I just think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has no idea what he's doing. He has no tactical ability, tactical bone anywhere in his body. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. And I think it's the problem with Manchester United. Yeah.
Like, are you also saying that
Favorite. He's favored.
He's favored,
Yeah.
right?
By the board,
'Cause-
by the Man U fans, everyone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because he played for Manchester United and he was a player for Manchester United.
Exactly.
So everybody's like, oh no, let's give him time.
Exactly. He's part of our team, this and that. Because there was a period where United were playing horribly. And there were rumors about Ole this, Ole that. Nothing ever came of it. And I knew, I said, those guys will never fire Ole. He has to. I don't know.
They don't. I hope he stays there for the next 5 years.
Yeah,
No
I
offense
was
to United
about
fans.
to say, I think the rival fans secretly wish for Ole to stay in that job for maybe the next
I
5 to
will
6
say it
years.
loud. I want Ole to stay. Like, Ole needs to remain the manager of Manchester United. Like, he must not go anywhere. They must not get Pochettino. They must not get Allegri. They must keep Ole there. Like, they just, like, I just want him to stay.
Okay, in other news, guys, Edinson Cavani might be missing because of, whatever issues have been in the media this week. So, is that like maybe a negative for United?
Yeah, definitely. I think up front they don't have a body at the moment. Martial comes on. I don't know what kind of chance he wants to honestly put the ball in there. I honestly have no idea. After what I saw yesterday, so I think Cavani just gives him that. Hi Martial. I just think Cavani brings that experience, and that he just knows where to be in that moment.
The fire
just like
pressure.
what we saw. Yeah, just like what we saw against Southampton. It's just experience. Those runs are experience based. You can't teach that to anyone, honestly.
And I was about to say, there's something I see in Cavani that I rarely see in soccer players. You don't have to see his technical ability, his footballing ability, but just looking at him, he just gives me that feel that it's like he's playing his last ever game. It's like he's been told, this is your last chance to ever play football. Like, that's the attitude. Yeah, that's the attitude he portrays to me when he's on the screen. It's like he's fighting because it's gonna be the last time he's gonna be able to play football.
He's always looking. He's always he's always attentive. That's the thing with him.
Gosh, I'd kill to have a player like that anytime. I love that attitude.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, not Tammy Abraham, unfortunately.
Tammy, don't even. Let's not even mention Tammy right now.
I think.
Let's just not even go there. Like, let's just. Okay, what's the next team? Like, Tammy.
No, but to be fair, guys, Tammy Abraham, I see some improvement from him. He's actually trying to do some things better. We give him a bit of time. Maybe he's gonna be a good player in a couple of years.
Like, I feel like Tammy, I feel like his problem is not football, because he's a very good footballer, But I know, like, when I would play tennis, like, a lot of people would say there's this thing that an athlete has that you can't teach. Like, you can't teach it. Like, look at what Mason does every single time. Like, you can't sit someone down and be like, okay, I want you to fight. I want you to put 100%. It's either in you or it's not. And I don't see it in Tammy. Like, skill-wise, he's very skillful. He's a good player. He puts in effort. He tries. But he doesn't have the hunger, You don't see the hunger to go for the ball. I just don't see that.
I feel like if he misses like maybe 2 chances, or he sees that it's not his day, he automatically shuts down, and he'll automatically just switch off from the rest of the game, instead of like what we were talking about with Cavani, in that he, from start to finish, you saw he's
hungry.
He played goal against Southampton. He's there. He's always pushing until the very last minute. But with Tammy, he was missing all those chances. I mean, after time, he becomes laid back, and he becomes like, it's not my day, and that's it.
That's true. I miss Diego Costa.
Yeah.
I know. It's like, guys, like, have you noticed every time? Okay, this is like not really like, but Tammy, why does he fall a lot? Like, I'm not saying he's looking for penalties, but this guy is 4 and he's on the ground and fought.
No, it's a
I think
very
he's very fragile.
Yeah, he's not strong enough. He's not strong enough.
Like, Tammy, like, the thing is, like, you'll take the ball away from him, a clean tackle, and he'll sit on the pitch. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't see how that,
And he'll sit for like a good 5 minutes.
You will literally see
It's like
him in
as
that
if
position.
the ref is gonna do something because you're sitting on the ground. Like get up and continue with the ref.
Exactly. And the thing is, like, with Timo or like Mason, these two I've realized, Timo, Mason, Kante, if they lose the ball, best believe they're gonna go get it. They're gonna try and go get it. But what I
Even
with
makes
Kante,
sense sometimes.
exactly, like if Kante loses the ball, and Kante loses the ball relatively a couple of times a game, he's gonna go back and get it. You know, whereas Tammy, I know he's not supposed to go too deep because he's playing like a number 9. He can't go too deep. But like, if you take the ball from Tammy, he's gonna bag on the next player to try and return it. You know, whereas Timo, if you take the ball from him, he's gonna run after it and try to get it. I'm not saying he will, but like, there's that thing that okay, I messed up. Let me try to go get the ball. But with Tammy, it's like, oh, I missed it. Mason, go. You know. I don't know. I just kind of get that vibe from him.
I just think it's a thing with strikers, honestly. Strikers are just very, you know, oh, I lose the ball. Well, that's that. They're gonna go get it, and then they're gonna have to bring it back to me because I'm the one that's
Yeah.
So I just think it's a thing with strikers. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, you see, Nigel, you're talking about Chelsea too much. You've got the ladies in their fields now. You see, they were bashing Tammy over here. Come on, guys, it's unfair. Nah, it's unfair.
I just think his finishing can be a bit
better.
Yeah, it can be better.
Sorry.
Connecting with the ball, Tammy.
Oh, Tammy, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all we had for this week. I think we'll be back here next week. Thank you for tuning in to the lead-in. Subscribe. We had like so many subscribers who joined our show like in the last week. A whole total of 1 more subscriber during the last week. That was a lot and we appreciate it. Let's keep growing that way. Okay, goodbye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching TK Sports. For more awesome content from this channel, please subscribe. And also engage with us on our social media platforms down in the description below.